What's going on, everybody? Kennybombx is in the building, and we are getting very close to finding out exactly what we can expect because it has been confirmed that the Pro Wrestling Shoot will be giving us a full-blown expose on Friday. So before we get there, I want to talk to one of my favorite creators in the game about what we know so far and what he's expecting to see once this thing is fully revealed. But first, I gotta let y'all know that we will be giving away 7 copies of WWE 2K26. If you want a chance to win, all you gotta do is drop a like on this video and smash that subscribe button if you have not already. Because before this game comes out, we will be doing a live stream. And during that live stream, we will be picking 7 winners. Now let's get into it.
Run, boy, they coming on.
All right, so we are back again, another week with my boy No Holds Lex. I had to bring him back because we spoke about some things last week and we found out a lot this week. But before we get into it, Lex, tell the people where they can find you and what you got going on.
Twitter and YouTube, we got No Holds Lex, as it's spelled right here. Thank you for having me, Kenny. Let's get to it, bro.
Yes, let's get to it because 2K started dropping these teasers, kind of letting us know a few things that will be in the game. And in the last video, because we got those leaks from Mike Straw, we knew a shopping cart was coming. We didn't know exactly how that was going to work. We still don't know how it's going to work. But one thing I asked you was, do you think we get thumbtacks? Because Mike Straw did not announce those. And it turns out we are finally getting thumbtacks in WWE 2K26. How much did this surprise you when you saw those thumbtacks on the table?
Listen, man, I don't even know what word to use to describe the moment when I saw that this was a real thing. I just can't believe that they took this year's game that far to the point where we're going to see thumbtacks in a WWE game. That's insane. When was the last time we saw it on TV? I can't remember.
I can't remember either. Yeah, I don't think... See, I'm thinking about the women, but I think that was AEW as well. So we don't, yeah, it was that AEW Blood and Guts match, but we don't see it in WWE too often. I can't remember the last time we've seen it, but I'm glad that didn't matter, and they are actually bringing them to WWE games. Have we ever had them in a WWE game?
So I saw someone comment that I think Here Comes the Pain had it, but when I did research, I found out SmackDown vs. Raw 2009 had it on the Wii as like an exclusive feature.
Wow, okay. So I didn't even know.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
It's been a while, either or it's been a while.
Yeah, been a long time. Last time, obviously, we played it in a wrestling game was AEW Fight Forever. And I always had fun with them. When I could get those thumbtacks, I was grabbing them every time. So we haven't seen it yet in 2K. I mean, everybody's excited about it, and I'm sure they will be great. I just can't wait to see how they deliver with the thumbtacks. Now, we also saw a spike bat with barbed wire around it.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
I think it's just showcasing more attitude, more hardcore, just taking advantage of what's already in the game and kind of building it up to make it feel overwhelming, which it does. I think with the shopping cart, the dumpster, the bat, the sledgehammer, the ladder, just everything coming together in this experience. It's going to be epic when you put all the pieces together in a no holds barred match now.
See, you hit on exactly what I wanted you to, because we saw the tape on the Attitude Era edition that says hardcore, and it looks like this game will have a strong hardcore element to it. So I think all of these weapons are going to be like more interactable than they have before. So the weapons physics, they have to come back with them putting the weapons on the front line like this. So this is something I think that's going to make this year's game a lot more fun. People always say y'all talk about this and that, but not gameplay. This is the thing we need to give the gameplay a shot in the arm this year. So I think we're going to have a lot more fun than we did in 25. When it comes to hardcore matches, we'll see how the reversal system works.
Yeah, for sure. And to piggyback on what you said earlier about the thumbtacks, I think that if they nail literally the fact that it gets stuck to your body and your back gets really bloody, that's as good as it gets. It doesn't have to be like super extra detail where like one falls as you're walking. I mean, they could sprinkle it, but just getting it stuck back there would be fine by me. I'm okay with that.
Yep, fine with me. I just can't wait to see that animation when you pull the thumbtacks from under the ring, turn that bag open, pour them all over. It's going to be beautiful, man.
I know. It is. It really is.
But Lex, now it's time for some bad news, because I just told you that we're going to be enjoying this game a lot more than we did last year, but unfortunately, some people are being left out because rumors that are flying around right now is saying that this game is officially going to be current gen only. Xbox One, PS4 getting left behind. Some might say finally. How do you feel about this, Lex? Do you think we'll get a super, like, current gen worthy upgrade, or is this just going to be the year where they ease into it?
If they did cut off PS4 and Xbox One, which I'm still a firm believer, for those that need some hope, I think that Friday you'll find out that you're just going to get the lesser version of the game. I'm really believing that. That's just my opinion, though. But if, let's say, for argument's sake, that this is just full-blown next gen and they cut off last gen, I think that it's going to be a much improved experience, and they're going to give us, you know, better frames like they already did, better animations like they have started to do, more features within the island that's not going to be held back by anything at this point. But it's not going to be full-blown next gen. I think that we're still going to take some time before we can evolve and transition into full-blown next gen. I think if they cut off last gen, it was literally to prioritize next gen, and of course not spend that extra money on those resources that it would take and time to get that game ready for those that are waiting for it on PS4 and Xbox One.
Yeah, you know, I completely agree. I know you're trying to give the people hope, but y'all, I'm just going to tell you right now, just be ready, because these are trusted news sites that's reporting that they're not seeing any like path or roads to this thing being on last gen consoles. They're not shutting it out yet, but just be prepared, have a seat when those pre-orders go up, because on Friday we will find out exactly what's going on. But I don't think this is going to be the full next gen version. I don't know, just year one, I don't see us getting a big, huge graphics upgrade. And I think it's definitely time for us to see that, because I was looking at a video earlier where somebody compared the graphics from 23, 24, and 25, and they all look the same. So hopefully if it doesn't happen this year, I'm hoping we see some things upgraded this year at least. Like they said, last gen was kind of holding back the hair physics, so I'm hoping the hair looks better this year, and then next year we can get that full big upgrade that we had from WWE 2K14 to WWE 2K15. Hopefully they just don't have to scrap everything for us to get there.
Hopefully. I think that with the variety of people that work on this game, there's a possibility that we could start seeing some changes as soon as right now. But considering that all the teases are all about Attitude Era, like they're hammering us home with the Monday Night War, with the King of King, with the hardcore element, I know that if they're gonna do it right, with modern graphics and modern detail, it has to be next gen only, right? Like some of these features that they didn't have last year because it couldn't handle it right without the game kind of crippling. I feel like them going away from that is going to be that next step in evolution for sure. But I just, again, to reiterate, I just don't see how they all of a sudden start pumping so much resources into making this the best visual game that you can see the comparison between the PS4 and PS5 version all of a sudden. I think it's going to be gradually increasing as time goes on, because this year I think it was more about the gameplay and bringing these weapons and physics like you keep mentioning. Hopefully that's what we see.
I agree. And you know what? I wouldn't be mad about that at all, because if this year is all about gameplay, completely fine, especially because if we look back at 24, they kind of said that was about gameplay and quality of life changes, but we got a lot of match types. I just felt like it wasn't enough compared to what we got in 23. But this time, if they are adding all of these weapons, giving us weapons physics back, it actually makes the game feel different in the ring. So I'll take that over the graphics. But in 27, I need to see a graphics upgrade. But another word you just used there, Lex, was evolution. We got a whole lot of different box arts, and Triple H is all over the place. But we'll talk about that on your channel. The last thing I want to talk about here with you today is features. Do you think we know everything that's going to be included in 2K26 at this point? I just always want to say 5. Do you think we know everything that's going to be included in 2K26? Because we know we have My Faction, The Island. Yeah. I don't think we've heard about any new modes, have we?
No, we haven't heard of anything, but we can possibly see some sort of eras mode. We can sort of envision this with the covers and the different layers that they're teasing. This feels right. if they give us an Eras mode, but I do think that we're in for a surprise. Maybe not another match type, but maybe another feature or mode altogether. And I don't think it's going to be the story designer that we talked about last time on your channel. You know, I know that a lot of people want the story designer, but I want to ask you, Kenny, and reverse the question. Is it okay if story designer's missing this year in 2K26?
Well, Lex, it's got to be okay because I don't think that thing's in there at all. I think if story designer was in there, they would have already teased it, which they kind of, like, isn't there saying the story never ends or something next to all of the box arts?
Yeah, they are. They are teasing something along the lines of story, but could it just be, like I said, maybe, what if it's just an Eras mode and not a story designer, you know?
I would honestly be happy with the Eras mode, but of course story designer has to come back, but I never thought we were going to get it back this year. I'm not sure if we will ever get it back at all, but Eras mode for me, you know what, if it's like tied to what we're seeing from these different box arts, I'm all in. Let me have it.
Yeah, same here. I think that it's probably the more realistic option. I'm all for being wrong, being surprised. I'm happy that I'm very wrong about the thumbtacks and some of these weapons. I hope that I'm wrong about them using the same mechanic for the dumpster match.
Yeah.
But, you know, I'm happy to be wrong. That's all I want to say. But I just don't see story designer coming back, at least in the same way that we envisioned it to be once upon a time.
So let's jump over to your channel and talk about the special thing we found out about the dumpster match. Thank y'all for tuning into this video. Make sure y'all follow No Holds Lex. We got a lot of collabs on his channel as well. Lex, thanks again for coming through. We appreciate it. Bomb Squad, let's get to that.